Deep Kumar Vishwakarma. I would like to focus on this artificial intelligence and machine learning workshop which explore and predict COVID-19 cases in India. So we'll have some live data. You can see that how this COVID-19 cases explore in India. So basically we can see that what is COVID-19 pandemic in India. It is the greatest global humanitarian challenge the world has faced since World War II. The pandemic virus has spread widely and the number of cases is rising daily. The government is working to slow down its spread. I have a quick update, live update on COVID-19. Sikkim on Saturday reported its first positive COVID-19 case. With over 6,500 fresh cases, the COVID in India rose to 1,25,101 on Saturday morning. And you can see that deaths are at 3720. West Bengal asked railways not to send migrant trains to the state till 26 May in the view of cyclone Amphan, which you know that it was just a nature attack in West Bengal. 196 new cases were reported in Karnataka on Saturday, so that Bangalore was on complete lockdown. So the commissioner BH Anil Kumar said that the condition and the restrictions on the Sunday will be similar to that under coronavirus lockdown 1.0. Now you can see in the slide, I can explain coronavirus, that you can say that COVID-19 in a simple term. You can say in the right side the chain. It easily explain you how the data, how this disease will spread among the people. Let's say that the Raghav got infected yesterday, but he won't know it until next 14 days. So that is one person infected and the person don't know he is infected for a 14 days period. So Raghav thinks he is healthy, but he is infecting another 10 persons per day because he don't know, he is not taking any safety reasons. Now these 10 persons think they are again completely healthy, so they travel, they go out, then and they will infect another 100 people. And these 100 people thinks they are again healthy, but they have already infected 1000 persons. So no one knows that who is healthy or who can infect you. So all you can do is be responsible. So better to stay in quarantine. You can see that like the chain, that one person, then again the one person will infect other two, then other two will infect other four, then other four will infect. So that 8 people, then 16 people. So the chain is going. So what we can do, one step behind, if you self isolate only when you know that you are infected. So better when you came to know that you are infected, you have to be isolated, self isolated. Either if you are self isolated, if you are close contact knows that they are infected, so better if someone is infected, so he is not taking care, so better that you can take care of yourself, so you may be self isolated. So what is the problem statement in India is called as pandemic in India. India has responded quickly, implemented a proactive nationwide lockdown to flatten the curve and use the time to plan and resource responses adequately. As you can see that all the rail transport, all that buses, all other transports or any other, you can say that flights, domestic flights, international flights. So as of 23rd May 2020, India has witnessed 3720 deaths from 32 states and union territories, with a total of 1,23,202 confirmed cases due to COVID-19. Globally, the data scientists are using AI and the machine learning to analyze, predict, and take safety measures against COVID-19 in India. So basically that the scientists are using that the artificial intelligence and the machine learning concepts for calculation, for prediction, and for the safety measures. What we can do here, we'll analyze the present conditions in India, scrap out the COVID-19 from the website. So there is a government website from where we can get all the data, day wise, state wise, even hospitals. Figure out the death rate and the cure rate per 100 across the affected states. Create different charts to visualize the following: that age group, distribution of affected patients, total sample test done till date, growth rate of COVID-19 in top 15 states, top 10 states in each health facility, state-wise testing inside ICMR testing centers. So basically we can find out all the data based on all those available data, like the nation-wise, that state-wise, district-wise, ICMR testing facilities, then other facilities. Will use Profit to predict the confirmed cases in India. We'll also use ARIMA to predict the confirmed cases in India, and will compare Indian COVID cases globally. Artificial intelligence fighting the COVID-19 pandemic, sharing data. So basically it was taken from the CNN, sharing the data that executives from Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Apple and the Facebook met officials at Downing Street on 18th March to discuss their role in the COVID-19 crisis. A WHO report last month said AI and big data were a key part of China's report to the virus. Facebook is already working with researchers at Harvard University, School of Public Health and National Tsinghua University in Taiwan, sharing anonymized data about people's movement and high resolution population density maps which help them forecast and spread of the virus. In the past, Google search data has been used to track the infectious disease. So all this data is taken from the CNN. Fighting COVID-19 pandemic. So finding the drugs, so that all the companies, pharmaceutical companies, different countries are finding the COVID-19 pandemic drugs. British startup Exenta became the first company to put a AI designed drug molecule to human trials earlier this year. AI could be used in three ways in the current crisis, according to the Chief Executive Professor Andrew Hopkins. If you remember that the data was released from the Hopkins University, where there are different activities are shown to rapidly develop antibodies and vaccines for COVID-19 virus, to scan through existing drugs to see if any could be repurposed, to design a drug to fight both the current and the future COVID-19 outbreaks. So these are the different activities taken in both the days that will explore the machine learning around you. Machine learning, what are the activities, career opportunities, machine learning works, different types of machine learning, analyze and present conditions in India. We'll scrap the data of COVID-19 from the websites, we'll figure out the death rate, then what are the conditions per 100 across affected states, then age group, then total samples test, growth rate, top 10 states in each health facilities, then state-wise testing facilities. Again, we'll take the data from the ICMR testing centers. Now we'll see that what are the different applications of the machine learning. Now see, the first application, the people you are aware about this dynamic pricing of the airline ticket. While you are booking the ticket, you know that airline companies are using machine learning algorithms to analyze the various factors like time of booking. Basically, you know that the people don't fly in the early morning, so the tickets will be cheaper in the morning. So people used to fly in the, you can say that afternoon, either maybe second half, either in the evening, that maybe they are having some work, they will finish the work, they will travel. Demand of the flights, you know that which date, time, and which flight is in the demand. Number of users concurrently checking the price. So again we will see how many people are checking the price. That means they want to travel. Again you will focus on this departure time, destination seat, destination season, etc. So basically that what is the departure time that should be feasible to the people, so they will book more tickets. What is the destination? You can say that Delhi Bangalore, Delhi Mumbai, and the season people are traveling, and generate the dynamic ticket price which you will willingly pay at the moment. So these are the comparison things like when you are booking, time of booking, demand of the flight, the number of users concurrently checking the price, departure time, destination where you are traveling, the season. Now the customized content for every user. Now when you visit the website, when you visit some Facebook, when you visit the Twitter, when you visit some Instagram, so companies like Twitter, Instagram and the Facebook are using machine learning to make their social media platform addictive for the users. Sometimes the people are more addictive in the Facebook. They want to see some videos, they want to see some photos. So your wall is filled with the content which you might like and spend more time on these platforms. So basically they will figure out your choice. If you focus on some videos, if you focus on some photos, if you focus on some memories, so they will keep the content around your Facebook, Instagram or the Twitter. Targeted ads for the targeted customers. Basically, you know that to whom you have to target. That is the main thing of machine learning and the artificial intelligence. Now, once you get addicted to these platforms, they start acquiring and using your information like behavioral. What product contain you are spending most time on. When you purchase something, sometimes you look after, maybe you are fond of the clothes, you are fond of some shoes, you are fond of some other products. So that means it will be available according to your choice. Demographic. What is the age group of your customers? For example, if you're in between from, you can say that below 15 years age or below 18 years age, and if you want to purchase the mobile phone, you like that what is the camera resolution of the camera, pixels. So basically that you have to focus on that pixels and the cameras, not on the backup and all everything. Psychographic. Information about a person's values, attitudes, interest, and the personality traits. Geographic. Where is the customer from? So basically if you belong to some places, so what are the you can say the popular things, yeah, what are the things you most like. So basically it depends on the location, you can say. To know more about you and the generate targeted ads based on your choice and viewing the button. How are you learning machine? How are you using machine learning in your life? You can see the next slide. Basically, when you go for some purchasing, if you go to the shop, the shopkeeper sometimes know that which type of product you like, and apart from that, in addition, which product you more like. For example, if you purchase something from the e-commerce website, so they realize that if you purchase one product, maybe you can purchase another product also. So how do you think that Amazon recommends you the products? So basically, like if you purchase a product, you may purchase B product also. So that means A will come simultaneously, B will also come. While you're traveling, how do you think that Google predicts the traffic so accurately? Again, it is because of this machine learning algorithms. You can see that how do you think Google Translate converts the text for you. That is, you can see that speech recognition. How do you think that Amazon Alexa responds to your commands? If you type some A, if you type some other commands. So on this part, they will respond you. What is the career opportunities in artificial intelligence and machine learning? So these are the basically based on the Mumbai and Pune regions. What are the skills required? Basically that you can say the data analyst, data administrator, machine learning engineer, that business intelligence developer, data engineer, data scientist, data architects. You can see the data scientist fact, like who am I? So basically what I can do, what I can perform, like analytics, predictive models, statistical analysis, data mining, sentiment analysis, and if any other analysis. How do I help organizations today? Basically what is the role? Increasing the data accuracy, develop strategies, improve operational efficiency, reduce cost, mitigate risk, offer personalized products. So these are the different, you can say that, sources in the machine learning and artificial intelligence. What most people think about the machine learning? So what is, you can say that, some concepts behind the machine learning. So you can see the first, will AI ML take over your job? Machine learning will change the way you do our current job. But in actuality, it's predicted to create more new roles than it will take absolute. This means greater opportunity for the human workers to learn new skills and apply their talents to more meaningful initiatives. So not only that it will take your job, it will give you more chance to become more proactive. So it's all about the data, you can say. I cannot find all efficient algorithm, but neither can all these famous people. So for better results, a model needs quality, so that is right data. In quantity, that is, you can say, the more data. Also, building a good model requires the access to the best data from real world scenario. See the next one, like artificial intelligence versus machine learning, deep learning versus data science. So all are same. You can see that what is the first, machine learning. It is a subset of artificial intelligence which gives a machine the ability to use a stat model to learn from the data. What is artificial intelligence? It is an area of computer science that emphasizes on the creation of intelligent machines that work and react like humans. Data science. Data science is not exactly a subset of machine learning, but it uses machine learning and deep learning to gain insights from both structured and unstructured data. And deep learning is a subset of machine learning, concerned with algorithms inspired by the structured and functions of the brain called artificial neural network. What machine learning actually is. So it is a subset of artificial intelligence which gives a machine the ability to use the stat model to learn from the data. So here you can see the input, feed data to the model. Training a machine learning model. So we have to train the model, then it will become some different rules, not the output. You can say that the output will be in the form of the different set of rules which you can apply to gain something. Traditional programming versus machine learning programming. Traditional programming, that we are having the data available that a is equal to 1, a is equal to 2, and we'll have a rule that is y is equal to a into 3. Machine learning rule, I think it's y is equal to a into 3. So again the same data that a is equal to 1, a is equal to 2. So if y is equal to 3, then y is equal to 6. That is the second rule. So we can make the different rules on the basis of the machine learning. Machine learning uses, you can say that in a different sectors, in the travel sectors you can say that dynamic pricing, predicting the flight delay. Then in the marketing areas, that predicting lifetime value of the customer, crash selling, upselling. Then there is a big chunk in the healthcare sector where that machine learning is used. Social media, again I have taken the example how it is used in the Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, at other places. Self-driving cars, that automated cars, that pilotless aircraft, drones. Then credit and the insurance, that other people can find out about the credit score, We can find out the fraud analysis, risk analysis, detection, and all everything. Sales, discount offering, demand forecasting. What are the various types of machine learning? So these are the three different types of machine learning: supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and the reinforced learning. So let's understand each one of them with some use cases. Use cases, that is emails and the news segregations. Have you ever thought how your emails are automatically segregated? When the email will come, it goes to that inbox, it goes to the spam, it goes to some other places. So you'll have this primary mailbox, that inbox, then gray mail inbox, then the social network email, then the spam. So things are segregated automatically. Only this is because of the machine learning conditions. So interpersonal, then lightweight emails, then professional, low waves commercial senders, social media, and here the dirty senders, virus, and the spam. So that goes under this spam. Supervised learning. Email classification is an example of the supervised learning. Machine learning task sends a labeled dataset containing the text document and the labels is used to train a classifier. So what is the machine supervised learning? You can see the example here that label training data is fed to the model, and once the model is trained, it can be used to predict the level of new data, or you can say the test data. So you'll have a different types of apple, like different colors input data. You can say the raw data, training data set, supervisor, then desired output. So you'll apply the algorithms which apple you have. All are having a same say, but you want some color, different color. So model train and will get the output. So this is called as supervised learning. Another example, that scenario will have this on the basis of, you can say that wheel, on the basis of some seat, on the basis of some airbags. You can say this is a car A, car B, car C, car D, car E, car F. You can see this Maruti, you can see this is 800, you can see this is something different on the basis of this features. Now another use case, that customer segmentation. Basically that how the customers are segmented. Have you ever thought how the customers are automatically segregated? Customer segmentation is a process of dividing customers into groups based on common characteristics so that the companies can market each group effectively and appropriately. I have taken the example earlier that the age group below, you can say the 15, if you want to market the mobile phone, if you want to sell the mobile phone, if you don't say that it is like you can say that stable, you have to just focus on that camera, you have to just focus on the pixels. So according to the age group, you have to segment the customers, what is the requirement, what is the choice. Unsupervised learning scenario. It is an example of unsupervised learning. Since we create clusters of the customers based on the various attributes like demographic, age range, expertise, location, and psychographic informations, so behaviors, attitudes, lifestyle preferences, personality types. So this will help us to target the customers with what they really want. Now you can see here, but unsupervised learning. The learning method which uses the techniques of grouping, clustering, predicting the unlabeled data on the basis of its physical characteristics is known as unsupervised learning. You know that in the other example for the in the case of supervised, you'll have all the apples but with different colors. So physical characteristics are same, but here we'll have a different fruits, so that the physical characteristics are different. So we are finding on the basis of physical characteristics. So I can say this is apple, this is banana, this is mango. Unsupervised learning examples, applications. Over 75% of what you watch is recommended by the Netflix. For example, Netflix will give you so many activities, so many serials, so many like other entertainment activities. So recommendations are made on the basis of similar users or the similar people. Another use case, that training a self car. You can see here, training a self car task. Train a drive car to follow the instructions on the road. No train of the test data, machine learning from the event and the result of this access. You can see the first observe, and accordingly then you have to select the action using the policy. Then you have to take action, and then you will get the reward or the penalty. Maybe if it is correct, you will get the proper data. If it is not correct, accordingly you will be punished. If something is wrong, then you will change the policy and then iterate the process. You can say that Pavlov's dog training also, this is another use case conditions. Master gave the food, and seeing the food, dog started salivating. Then master rang the bell, but this time the dog did not respond to it. Master rang the bell and then gave the food. Repeated again and again. On stage 4, dog started salivating just after hearing the bell. That means you are how you're training. So dog is reinforced to learn that what whenever his master will ring the bell, he will get the food. So this is called as reinforced learning. So what is reinforced learning? It is a hit and trial method of learning. Actions are chosen on the basis of experience. The machine gets reward or penalty point for each actions it performs. If the option is correct, the machine gains a reward point, else a penalty. So you can see that examples. How do you think that Tesla's car driving cars? So what are the different steps involved in machine learning? Now we'll go to the machine learning theory parts. So the first step is the data collection. So whatever you want to perform, first of all you have to go for the data collection. Then the step number 2 is the data analysis, data wrangling, train, then the test algorithms, then the model selection, then the hyperparameter tuning, or you can say the optimization, and the final is the prediction, or you can say the deployment. So we'll see one by one, step by step. Data collection. So first of all you have to collect the data, collecting relevant data from the various sources. So data collected from various sources in the server. Now the data analysis. So analyze the data to gain more insight out of it. Main purpose is to make the best out of the best. Basically what you want to do for the future and what are the past data. So optimization, random testing, predictive modeling, then statistical modeling. Optimization, what is the best action? Random testing, what if we try this. Predictive modeling, what will happen next, and statistical modeling, what is the pattern. So what do you learn from the path? The discovery and the alert. Where should we? Query and the drill downs. Why did it happen? Ad hoc reporting when and where, how many. Then canned reports. What happened? So this is a different cases, that is, you can say the ad hoc reporting and the canned reports are comes under the descriptive. Then discovery and alert, query and drill downs, that comes under diagnostic. Predictive modeling and statistical modeling comes under the predictive. Then optimization and the random testing comes under the perspective. We'll move to this. The next one is the data wrangling as a feature engineering. While analyzing, you might come across the null values, outliers, garbage values. So these values must be removed before building a model, because when you find out the data, you have to clean the data. So basically the cleaning process is called as data wrangling. So raw data acquired from the sources, and then you have to do the data wrangling. So data wrangling is somewhere you get the null values, outliers, garbage values. So in short, we are cleaning the data, and then we will use the final data. So while analyzing, you can select that and filter the data, so that is full feature set, identify the useful features and selected feature set. So basically what is required, we'll select that one only, not all the data. Now this train and the test algorithm is basically it is based on the supervised learning, splitting the process data into train and test, and training the model on the trained data. It will help algorithm to understand the pattern and the rules which govern the data. The testing data set determines the accuracy of our model. So basically, like in supervised learning, we are selecting some useful data, some required data. It is based on some color, you can say, some physical activity characteristics. Model selection. Model selection is a process of evaluating and choosing the machine learning algorithms on the basis of some parameters. Then the next one is changing the hyperparameter, so that considers the below process to create the water as a module. The two valves are in the hyperparameters. Then tuning that valve 1 and 2 can alter the performance of the whole process. And afterwards we have to go for the optimization. We will see that the optimization process, that is called as loss function, with the goal to minimize it, will use for improving the accuracy. Once the entire process is done, we go for the deployment. So once deployed, the model is updated and improved on the basis of its performance. If there is a dip in the performance, the model is retrained. Machine works with better with the more data. So machine gets trained better with more data. So if you are having that available data, you will be trained, you can select better data accordingly. I can say that while you are booking the railway ticket, while filling some forms, you can see that the capture selection. It is also based on this machine learning model. So if we are training a machine by adding labels to the images, it is based on the machine learning. Once trained, what can you ask your machine? What should be the most optimal price of this airline ticket? Is the person suffering from coronavirus? What will be the Bitcoin price for the next week? Either how likely will the customer purchase the product? So these are the conditions, these are the situations, these are the requirements while using the machine learning. But how to train your machine? How you have to train the machine? How to train the machine? So basically, we are having three different types of machine learning: supervised, unsupervised, reinforced. So in the supervised learning, we are having the different analysis, the regression, linear polynomial, decision tree, random forest, classification. In unsupervised learning, clustering. In the clustering, that the most famous part is that SVT, PCA, K-means, association analysis, and hidden Markov model. And in the reinforcement, we can apply that continuous model and the categorical model. So what is regression algorithm? It is a market value. What is the market value of this house? Is it going to range tomorrow? For example, linear regression, logistics regression, polynomial regression, decision tree, and random forest. So data itself is predicted, that comes under this regression algorithm. Classification algorithm, it is predicted using the data. Is the person a male or the female? Is the male spam or the non-spam? For example, decision tree, logistics regression, navy bases, KNN, random forest, SVM. Clustering algorithm, grouping group of data based on the some conditions. Which type of house lies in this segment? What type of customer buys this product? So we can put these type of conditions under the K-mean clustering, then C-mean clustering, hierarchical clustering, and then a priori algorithms. Anomaly detection algorithms identify the unusual data points. Is there any fraud in this transaction? Is someone trying to hack our network? For example, the time series, K nearest algorithm, K means algorithms, and the C means algorithm. Machine learning, there are different skills. Then meaningful compression, feature extraction, so that dimensionally reaction. Unsupervised learning, that comes under this clustering, reinforced, supervised, classification. Commonly used machine learning libraries: CWAR, which is used for creating attractive and informative statistical graphs. Matplotlib, that is used for creating the basic visualizations like bar chart, scatter plot, line chart, histogram, pie chart, box plot, and heat map. Scikit learn, it is an open source, simple and efficient, mostly used for its inbuilt machine learning algorithms, pandas. It is used for data wrangling, data manipulation, aggregation, and visualization. NumPy stands for numerical Python and provides an abundance of useful features for operations on the matrices in the Python. We'll have a quiz that identify the regression based problems. So you can have this questions that what will be the Bitcoin price for the next week, is this mail is a spam or not, then determine if the person diagnosed with coronavirus based on weight and the height, predict the age of the persons. So these are the two answers, that what will be the Bitcoin price for the next week. Then based on the weight and the height, predict the age of the persons. In class we, how do you think that the Google predicts the traffic so accurately? It maintains the use database of the traffic. Predict traffic based on the previous data collected from various users. Google Map collects the data for speed of vehicle, number of people using Google Map, time taken by the most of the people to reach from point A to point B. Also, so you can see that all the people are using this different data. So why do we find yellow line right shown on the Google Map even if there is no traffic but the road is bad or unconstructed? So these are the different ideas. So these are the summaries. So this is all about machine learning. We can afterwards we can see some practical analysis based on some pandemic this COVID-19 analysis.